Admiral Prasad, who's also joining us now, VAdm Narayan Prasad, the CMD of Mazagon Dock Shipbuilders. Thanks for joining us. Let me just start off with this year, really. We did see some revenue pressures, particularly in the first half. How are things panning out now? What were the pressure points and what's the status?
A very vibrant good morning to you. It is indeed a matter of great honor, pride and privilege for me as Chairman, Managing Director of Mazagon Dock Shipbuilders Limited to present the credentials of this particular company. As we are aware, in the quarter 1 of this particular fiscal, we did have a pressure because we had a complete lockdown till about June, and we started slowly and steadily opening thereafter. But I can tell you for sure, we have caught up in quarter 2. Quarter 3 has been fairly good one, and we are going to ramp up the quarter 4 with still far better performance. In fact, the quarter 2 has been about, in terms of revenue from operations, it is 16% improved one over the last quarter of 1920. And also in terms of a total income, there's an increment of about 9%. So that's a fairly decent, I would say, endeavor to try and catch up with the lost opportunities. And this is coming to, in terms of profit margin, we are marginally at the same level at 1920 and marginally up by about 4%. But I would like to drive your attention that this is after catering for the COVID losses of almost about 27 crores for that particular quarter. So we are doing good. And as you are aware, in the third quarter, already there are 3 major events which have taken place. One is on 12th of November, we have launched the 5th Scorpion submarine. We have also successfully completed the basin trials of the first project of 17 Bravo on 17th of December. And we have just few days back completed the static dive of the fourth submarine. Now this paves a great way looking ahead. And as you are aware, by the first quarter of 2021, we are planning certainly to deliver the third submarine of Project 75. In fact, that we should be able to do by 26th of January. So that's a looking great way ahead.
Great, fantastic. So, on all parameters, then things do seem to be coming together at this point. Basin trials were just completed for the new vessel as well as part of our Project 15B. Tell us a little bit more about how that project is shaping up.
With the basin trials having completed in mid of December, we are looking ahead to start the complete range of sea trials, which is the sea acceptance trial at sea, with this complete full range of exploitation of machinery and auxiliary equipment on board during February to about April. And we plan to do the full machinery trials by May and the complete range of weapon trials thereafter. So by about third quarter of 2021, we are making all attempts with all parameters being conducive to deliver this particular vessel to the Indian Navy.
Mr. Prasad, just wanted to understand, are there going to be any material changes when it comes to your outlook, and how much are you hoping to execute on a full year basis in FY22?
There are not going to be any material changes. If I look at our complete program, as you are aware, as on end of November, our total order book, which is presently under execution, is about 52,066 crores, which essentially comprises of foreign number 15 Bravo destroyers, foreign number 17 Alpha stealth frigates, and residual foreign number Scorpion submarines. We are attempting to target all of them as per the schedule.
And the basin trials were just completed for the new vessel, the part of 15B, that project. Can you just give us an update on the project, how things are really panning out here?
This 15 Bravo projects, which is comprising of 4 vessels. Now, in terms of each of the vessels, we are very at an advanced stage of construction. So all these vessels there is already a described government agreed delivery schedules, and we do have certain amount of variable elements in terms of certain equipments which are still under development and delivery by organizations and DRDO like Bell and all. But all considered together, we are not expecting ourselves to lagging behind. And with the COVID situation which pervaded the entire nation, I would say domestically and internationally, affecting everybody, we are lagging behind by 4 months. But the government has already given us a force majeure clause of 4 months across all the 4 projects. And we are trying to meet all the schedules as per the schedule.
How much of your order book do you expect to execute on a full year basis in FY22? If you could give us a sense of that. And, in terms of some of the targets you described earlier, whether or not meeting those targets really hinges on any particular parameters.
Okay, one of the important critical parameter is the value of production or revenue from operation, whatever you call it. Now, in 1920, financial year 1920, we had executed roughly about 5,000 crores. 2021, with this pandemic situation, the government has given a target of roughly about 4,000 crores, which we should try and achieve in this fiscal by 31st of March. In subsequent one, we can presume that about 5 to 8% increment across the board in each fiscal we are trying to target at, so that all the vessels, that is the entire executable orders in hand presently with Mazagon Dock Shipbuilders Limited, get executed in about 6 to 7 years.
So overall, Admiral, would you say that the outlook going forward, you are expecting it to be relatively better with no major near-term risks, given the revenue pressures that you had seen this year and now are slowly coming out of?
I must just share with you, we have absolutely no revenue pressure. It's a zero debt company. It's all question of now orders in hand to be executed. It's a cash-rich company. And now that the entire shipyard has fully opened up, all subcontracted and outsourced labors have been largely restored. So now it's all question of catching up. And we have already started showcasing our prowess in this particular field, starting from the Q2 of this year itself. And as I mentioned, that we have outdone this particular Q2 by almost 16% in terms of revenue from operation as regarding 1920. So it's going to be only catching up from here onwards.
Fabulous. Thanks so much for joining us and taking us through all those developments.
Thank you very much. Thanks.
Okay. I think we're going to take a very quick break. Back in just a moment.